Welcome to another Valheim mod review. Today we have a brand new mod. It's called Project Auga, and what it does is it replaces the entire game's user interface with a new user interface. And you can see here we have the title screen for Valheim. You can see the big Project Auga logo. You can see we have new menu items and we have a new cursor. If you click on the Valheim logo up here, it will show you the changelog, and you can hide it. Let's check out the settings page. You can see the backgrounds are much darker, but everything is really nice and clean. The layout is a little bit different, but basically all the same functionality. Let's check out what the character select screen looks like. So you can see here that we actually have this really cool character select list with these profile pictures on it. And you can select these. You can click the new button to add a new character. And again, you have this really cool profile where you can actually see the hairstyles and stuff. Pretty cool. Let's go ahead and start the game. Here's the world select. You can add a new world. You can join a new game. Basically all the same functionality. It just looks much better, much cleaner here. Join IP. Let's just go ahead and start this up. So you can see we have a different loading. And here we have a new image for the loading screen and a new little busy indicator in the bottom right. Okay, so here we have the new user interface. So I love the mini map up here in the top right corner, and the fact that it shows the biome names underneath the mini map instead of on top of the mini map, I think is great. You can see we have the hotbar in the top left. And in the bottom left, we have the health and stamina. And I especially love how they've integrated the Forsaken power into a diamond pattern with the food. It's all really, really cool, really nice. You can see over underneath the mini map that they've added, they've moved the status icons underneath. So they look very similar to another mod called Minimal Status Effects. It's pretty cool. Let's check out the inventory screen. Alright, so here's what the inventory screen looks like. Again, very, very clean. It's a little darker. You can see the levels are up above the icons, and we have these great tooltips that come up that show the information. They moved the armor rating down here to the bottom left-hand side, and the weight is over here. Let me eat some food here real quick and show you over here in this panel on the right, which has changed quite a bit. We have this new status panel here that shows you your health and your stamina and your food. And what I thought was really cool about this was it actually shows the countdown of the food, how much time you have left, and then it shows your active effects. The next screen is the crafting screen. You can see it's been changed a little bit. You've got these indicators here showing the recipes for the items, which is really cool. The next screen over is the skills, and I really like the skills. The way that they've redone this layout, instead of a vertical bar graphs, you've got these great gauges and these great pop-ups that show you how much you need to get to the next level, and the outer gauges show your progress from level 0 to level 100, and then there's a smaller inner gauge that shows your progress on that particular level. So this, I love the icons and stuff. It's really cool. Here's the standard message log and then the PvP. One nice thing about the PvP here is actually, instead of just clicking on PvP to enable it, you actually have to go here and then click the enable button to enable it. So it takes 2 clicks, so it's a lot harder to do by accident. Let's go check out the crafting menu at the workbench. Okay, you can see we still have the same similar setup of crafting over here. And this is what the upgrade looks like, which is really great. I love how they've done these lines indicating what you have and what you don't have. Now that's the good, but there's also some bad that goes along with it. Because this is a brand new mod, and it's pretty big mod, it makes a lot of changes. There's going to be issues with it. There's going to be bugs, and already several of them have been discovered. The bigger issue, I think, is that any mod that you're currently using that changes the user interface is going to be broken. And there's a very long list of mods like that. For instance, Better UI, Valheim Plus, Crafting Filter, Configuration Manager, Expanded Inventory. The list goes on and on. All of those mods are no longer going to be working with this UI. I also found that if you're using a gamepad like I do, a lot of these screens, for instance, this profile screen here does not work with the gamepad. You can't navigate it at all. There's a few screens like that. There are going to be issues for people with gamepads. So my final verdict is, while it looks great, the bugs and the conflicts with other mods are probably going to make this unusable for most people, unfortunately. Now, the developer has added an API that other mod developers can use to integrate with this UI. It remains to be seen how many mod developers are going to want to support 2 different user interfaces, so I guess only time will tell. As of right now, it's a great looking mod. Unfortunately, I can't recommend this mod right now, but I'll keep an eye on it definitely, because there's a lot of potential here. As always, if you enjoyed this video, make sure to hit the like button, and if you don't want to miss out on any more of my videos, make sure you hit the subscribe button.